Shalom and welcome to today's edition of Rabbi Ron in the House. Here we are, Tree of Life Bible, Acts chapter 6. Last study on this verse. We talked about last time that they were making lies against Stephen. Now they bring up here in the chapter one of the particular lies that they said about Stephen. This lie is that we heard him saying that this Yeshua ha-Nazarati, Yeshua of Nazareth, will destroy this place, the temple, Jerusalem, the holy place, the temple here, and change the customs that Moses handed down to us. They made this statement, but they said these were false witnesses. That means it's a lie. They went about teaching the Jewish leaders that Yeshua said, forget the temple and the customs and the worship and the things in the temple, this Jewish way of worship. But they're telling us here that these were lies and false accusations. And folks, they've continued to spread that lie ever since. That Yeshua was going to do away with the temple and Jewish and biblical worship from the Tanakh. Just yesterday, Ner Tamid, USF Tampa, we were on campus. We had a table meeting students throughout the day. Towards the end of our time at the table, mid-afternoon, we met a young lady, a Christian, loves the Lord, but she sat there and says, I don't understand how you can be Jewish. How you can do all this stuff. She wasn't being antagonistic, disrespectful, rude, nothing. She just, it was just a foreign concept that a Jew who comes to faith in Messiah would still be Jewish and would still worship God according to the Hebrew Bible. It was a foreign concept. I said, you've probably been raised in the church under Christian, teaching. And so you've been fed this, and your culture has developed a way of worship. And what happens is, now it's totally foreign from the biblical worship. But you read the book of Acts and find out there that not just Stephen, when he was alive, he got killed shortly after this, but Peter, Paul, the other disciples, they continued to go to the temple in Jerusalem. They continued to celebrate the feasts of the Lord and continue to live and worship like they always have. But this lie has been passed on since then for 2,000 years. That Jews stopped being Jewish and they stopped worshiping God according to the Hebrew Scriptures, what God taught us in the Hebrew Scriptures. And so, but that is a lie. And so sometimes when we meet Christians, they're not being rude and antagonistic. It's just a foreign concept because this lie has been brought forth and ministers have been trained under it, Christians then have been trained under it. And so that's just what they know. And so we're here with Ner Tamid to help educate Christians as well. One of our roles to say that this has been a lie that has been passed down. Yeshua never taught that. You read the book of Acts, you see the life and worship of the disciples and see the exact opposite. They continue to identify as Jews. They continue to worship God in the temple and according to the Hebrew Scriptures, the Bible that God gave us. If you have more questions about that, get to the comment section, write me a note. We'll recommend some great teachings, books, CDs, etc. to help you so that you can abandon this lie that has been passed on and understand the truth of the Scriptures. Thanks for joining me. This has been Rabbi Ron in the House.